So this is April 10th, 2010, and this is our video about 1 year to the date since we moved in. And so we'll start out front. This is Blues and Amanda with us. So the front yard we haven't done that much with. Well, I guess we moved some plants around. I can't remember exactly what all we had up front, but we moved the rhododendron over there next to the front of the house. We cut out a couple trees, put a border around the whole yard, added some Japanese maples, and then cleaned up the apple tree, which is this tree right here, and then the cherry tree, which has all the other white flowers on it. I think that's pretty much it for the front yard. We repainted the lamp, and that's the garage, which is still kind of messy and has a lot of stuff in it, but we've gotten a lot out of there. So let's see. The garage, we added some stuff in, some place for some tools. That's our new heat pump that we just had put in a couple weeks ago. That's the inside part of it, the furnace part. And our water heater that we replaced, and we took our old fridge from inside and brought it out here. And that's my car and Amanda's car out here. And let's see. And outside, oh, we also pulled all the stickers off the window so you can actually see through them clearly now, and cleaned them up and added a dog door into this door. That was our first lawnmower that lasted a month or two and then just broke down. So we ended up getting another one just recently. And let's see, so on the back, this is the outdoor part of our heat pump. And we had it moved down to the end of the pad a couple weeks ago when we had it installed so we could put all our trash cans right next to each other. And then also this week we put in a couple clematises, evergreen clematises, which we're hoping will grow across this fence all the way across. They each get about 20-30 feet tall and wide. So over here we have, this is the irrigation, what's the other word for it? The sprinkler system that we installed. The back of it, the backyard has a sprinkler system in it now, and then either this year or early next year we're going to install it into the front, and whenever we replace the grass. The backyard we completely redid for the most part. We've got one spot that we're still working on, but we redid this. This is a flower and vegetable garden that Amanda's made, and then the whole, just 2 weeks ago or so, when we had the heat pump installed, we put a border around, a bark dust border around the whole backyard. I think we cut a couple trees out of here, a couple of the smaller trees, and then completely replanted brand new grass throughout, and I've been working on that since. It's come along pretty good, but it's still pretty young. It's been in there about 9 months, I think, or 6 months maybe. Right here we have a Douglas fir tree, which is, I don't know, 50 feet or so tall, and then we've got another cherry tree, apple tree, and then another cherry tree that I've somewhat butchered, which is kind of a work in progress. We also brought this tree from out in the forest, which that's its natural standing, but since we derooted it, it doesn't stand too well, so it needs a little bit of help now. The back patio is still a little bit of a work in progress. Actually, we haven't really done any work to it. We're going to build a wooden deck over it, because as you can see, this cherry tree's roots are pushing the patio up here. So hopefully sometime this year we're going to go ahead and build a deck over that. And then that's still the same old fence. However, last week or the week before we added in 4 new rhodies there. We added a couple ferns around. These small plants, which you may or may not be able to see along the back fence, are hopefully going to grow about 6 feet tall and each 6 feet wide, so it'll create a big hedge in the back along that fence. And those are also 2 rhodies that we added in over there. We also replaced the top to the patio with clear plastic, so now you can actually see through. We get more sunlight through, which is really nice. Doesn't have a giant hole in it either. And then over there on the other side of the house, we expanded out the fence about 8 more feet towards the front of the house. I won't walk over there. Well, let's see. It's pretty messy over there because we're trying to smooth it all out and either turn it into some kind of a garden, or we're going to add a hot tub in at the end over here. And that's pretty much it for the backyard. These are this tree right here. We've cut some, and right there where we had the giant hole in the yard. Those are both plum trees. One's a dessert plum, the smaller one, which are really good. They're really sweet. And then we have this other one, which is just a regular plum tree, which is really great too. And then right here behind Amanda is our dual barbecue pit. It's gas and charcoal. It's been really nice. You can you just put charcoal on it, and it's got a gas starter, so it runs for about 10 minutes and gets the charcoal to the perfect point, so I don't have to deal with that. And these are called heathers, these flowers that we have planted here alongside the patio, which are supposed to get bigger and expand out over a couple years. And I'm not sure what these plants are called. I forget what they're called. Do you remember, Amanda? I don't remember. But we put some fishing line up along the post, and we're going to hopefully have them grow up along the post on each one and have flowers grow all around. This is Blues, who you probably all know. She's 12 or 13 years old now, so she's getting up there. And then that's our other cat, Batgirl, inside. Come on, go inside. Huh? I don't know, I didn't see Callie. Oh, yeah, we did. Well, we didn't. I don't think Callie was on the video camera, but she was here. She's still around. Coming in. So we'll start at the front of the house. Front door is still the same. Didn't realize how much front door could cost. Oh, there's Callie. She hangs out at our front door a lot, and that's about it. And that's the rhodie that we transplanted. That was a much more difficult task than we had anticipated. And then we planted some flowers along the 2 flower boxes. Can you turn on those lights? For the door, we replaced these 2 pieces of glass. I believe in there they were yellow bubbly glass, very 1970s, from when the house was built. We replaced it with custom-made glass. I can't remember what it was called anymore, but they're 2 different styles, or they're 2 different names, but they're the same style. And we added a couple pieces of art. All the walls in the house, everything's been repainted. Amanda's mom and Amanda's family have been nice enough to provide us with some furniture and art for the house. This is Blues' bed. We repainted the fireplace, and finally, after about 6 months of being here, sold my 42-inch TV, and we were able to buy a little bit bigger one and get it mounted on the fireplace, which has always been something that I've really wanted to do. Got a little bit of help with that, and ended up running all the wires to the fireplace and tapping into the mortar. We've got about 8 concrete screws holding the TV up, so it should stay there forever. So it's probably something that we'll end up selling with the house, but if not, we always do have the option to take it out, and we're able to return the fireplace to its original look without doing any real damage to it. And so all of the outlets in the house have been replaced. Everything was beige whenever we first started out, and I think the walls were all pretty much white. Added some of our art in, and repainted a sort of rainbow that was on that wall. This is the couch that we have, and the art, some more of the art. We added a coffee table and the rug, and and the floor is all new. This is laminate floor. I don't remember what it was called. I think it might be called walnut. We added this in half the house. It's a high gloss walnut, which has been really nice, but it does require a lot of upkeep, we found. It's very difficult to keep clean, especially with the dog, because she drools on it all the time. This is the turtle that I've had since I was in school, back in college. She's grown a little bit bigger, so We bought this hexagon tank, which was something that I'd always wanted to get as well, and I had trouble finding one of those, but Amanda's mom was able to find one, and we went to Portland to go pick it up. It used to have a top on it. However, one of the other repainting jobs that we did was we repainted all of the ceiling in the house. However, a few months after we repainted the ceiling, the turtle tank caught on fire while I was asleep one morning and turned the whole ceiling black. So about a month or two ago we had it repainted, and we had the house completely installed with new trim, which this is the new trim right here.